How's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belt back here again with a brand new video. And I just got done watching SummerSlam like a few minutes ago, and wow. Just wow. First off, spoiler alert for anyone that's not seen SummerSlam or just missed it. I recommend not watching beyond this point. Pause the video, wait till you can watch it on Peacock, and then come back here and you guys can hear my opinion about it. Anyway, I'll wait a second for you guys to log off. Okay, and for those that have seen SummerSlam, wow, probably this Blue Night one right out the water. I gotta say, it just wow. I probably would give it a 9.5 out of 10 for shocking things that happen. Starting off with the first matchup, the triple threat match for the women's world title, we had Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Naomi. And it could have gone either way, no matter what. And it's funny, they start off trying to take out Naomi first before they go after each other. Rhea would hit Io Sky with the Riptide and thinking finally she was going to beat Io Sky in a matchup. Nope, Naomi comes from behind, rolls her up for a pinfall, 1, 2, 3, and retains the title. And yet she was holding on to the tights, and yet since it was a triple threat match, no disqualifications, she had every right to do so and not get punished for that. So, first matchup, Naomi retains the title. And I don't know how the orders were for the matches, but I think the second match was the United States Championship match. Steel cage, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the U.S. title. And it was going back and forth. Solo throwing Jacob through the cage at many times, but yet real close. But then everyone suspected the MFT getting involved, preventing Jacob Fatu from escaping the cage, leading to Solo Sikoa coming out with the victory and retaining the United States Championship. But they tried to keep Jacob Fatu down. He got back up with a moonsault on top of the cage, taking out two members of the MFT, which I think was JC Matoa and Tamatanga. So, even though so the winner of the matchup and still the U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu. Still U.S. champion Solo Sikoa. But Jacob Fatu didn't stay down. He still may fight another day. Next up, I think it was the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Vira Valkyria. And if Becky wins, Vira Valkyria cannot go for the Intercontinental Championship as long as Becky holds the title. And there was no disqualifications, no countouts. There had to be a winner. And it was an all-out brawl. I gotta say, Becky Lynch had most of the match to herself, involving with multiple weapons of the kendo sticks, the steel chairs, and tables. Even once pulling out a toolbox and then tying Vira Valkyria's hands up with a zip tie, not able to defend herself. And she put her through hell, and she was still kicking out. Yeah, Vira went through an entire matchup defenseless until she started to fight back. And surprisingly, she managed to hold herself off pretty well, especially even though that her hands were still zip tied to the point where she grabbed the fire extinguisher from underneath the ring, blinding Becky. And then when she went back under the ring, she managed to find something to break the zip ties off and free herself. And she came close many times to winning the title, but then Becky pinned her in the chair, took her down, but then grabbed the crowbar and was about to slam it down on her. But Bayley comes out and prevents her from doing it. They start fighting amongst each other. Vira Valkyria throws Becky into the ring, about to try to do something with her. But Bayley was on ringside, with her fist wrapped up in a chain, ready to punch Becky. Becky moves out of the way just in time, where Bayley accidentally punches Vira, and then Vira gets hit with the manhandle slam with a pinfall 1, 2, 3, and Becky retains the title. So far right now, still your Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch. And now Vira Valkyria cannot go for the Intercontinental Championship as long as Becky Lynch holds the title. Then, next up was the Next one, the Fatal 4-Way Met TLC match, tag team, or 4-way tag team match, TLC, for the WWE Tag Team Championships, which I believe was Andrade with his new partner Ray Phoenix versus the Street Profits versus DIY versus Fraxium versus the Wyatt Six. No, wait, it wasn't a Fatal 4-Way. Well, I think it was like 6 teams in there. There was like Fraxium and them, and of course the Wyatt Six. All of them battling for the belt, and other people getting involved. Mostly the Wyatt Six members like Eric Rowan and what was her name? Nikki Cross. That's it, Nikki Cross. She got involved when Candice LeRae got involved, throwing her through a ladder, and man, that looked brutal. But yeah, it was constant people grabbing the titles. You would think one of them would grab it, and then Uncle Howdy gets involved, throwing both DIY through tables when they pushed them off the ladders. And then out of nowhere, here comes the other two members, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, going up to retain the titles, therefore retaining the championships. The winner of the TLC match, and I say, it's paying homage to the first TLC match that happened at the exact same SummerSlam, right at the exact same PLE SummerSlam. And it's funny, they showed that the Dudleys and the Hardys were there, the ones that helped create this type of match for these teams that go at it for the tag titles. But yeah, so Wyatt Six retains the WWE Tag Team Championships. Next, we have the Intercontinental Championship match. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. And it's funny, Dominic Mysterio saying he was paying tribute this SummerSlam, for the fact that it was 20 years ago that he himself got involved at SummerSlam when it was his deadbeat dad, or his father, the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, and Eddie, the late great Hall of Famer Eddie Guerrero, in a ladder match for the custody of him. But tonight he defended his title against AJ Styles. Both coming up, talking about paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero. AJ Styles coming out on a lowrider with his son in the passenger seat, and dressed in the gear that Eddie wore at that SummerSlam in 2005. And it was many back and forths. And then, I don't know, and both pulling homage to Eddie Guerrero. Dominic grabbing a steel chair, smacking it on the mat, tossing it to AJ, and dropping down, trying to pull an Eddie move. But as well, AJ throwing an Eddie move, putting the chair over his head and laying down like Dominic tried to pull that stuff. Therefore, ref couldn't decide what had happened. They just threw the chair away. Dominic pulling a smart one, paying homage to Eddie from WrestleMania 20, I think, where he unzipped his boot. When AJ was going for the calf crusher, the boot slips off, drops it, but Dominic moves out of the way of a clothesline, grabs the boot, and hits AJ in the head with it when the ref was ducked, preventing from getting hit by AJ. He climbs on the top, does a frog splash, does the pinfall 1, 2, 3, retaining the Intercontinental Championship. So still the Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Last but not least, the main event. The street fight between John Cena and the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. My God, was this match not 5 stars? Nothing can be beyond that. These guys gave it their all. And it's funny to see John Cena finally coming out where he's no longer a heel. He's actually face. See, he was first at his entrance. It looked like it was going to be the old heel's entrance way, but then it switched to the colors. You see the Titantron light up. Cena coming out with the title in front of him instead of it behind him. Basically the classic John Cena look. So he went back to being a face, and seeing these two battle it out, my God. they were just going through tables. Nearly, like, most of them used their finishing moves more than 5 times. Like Cody Rhodes hitting the crossroad over and over. John Cena hitting him with the AA over and over. And then the STF. And then Cena and them Cody Rhodes wanted to use the belt against Cena, ducking out of his way. Cena was going to try to use the belt against him, but threw it away and threw the title to the mat, so he didn't want to end it like that. Both of them. You didn't think it could have gone either way. Cody Rhodes ended up taking a turnbuckle off one side of the ring and started using it as a weapon against Cena, hitting him, and then Cena uses the rope itself to try to use the STF on Rhodes. Rhodes grabs the rope, wraps it around Cena's head, trying to choke him out. In the end, Cody Rhodes out of nowhere hits him with the crossroads for the final time, going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And guys, I have to say, even though I didn't expect it this soon, but thank God for it, Cody Rhodes wins and is now a 2-time WWE champion. He took the title off Cena. And I gotta say, they did pay a good tribute to each other, or pay good homage to each other in respect. Cody giving Cena the hug, raised the arms, and left the ring, giving Cena time to say goodbye. After all, this was indeed his last SummerSlam before he says goodbye forever. And it all goes quiet. Cena saying goodbye. Out of nowhere, a shocker happens. Music hits, and I'm like, what? Out comes the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. No one has seen him in over a year because of the allegations between him and the trials with Vince McMahon and that. But I guess finally those things had to been dropped because now Lesnar is back and kept the exact same beard and his hair all out in a bun and shit. It's funny hearing Michael Cole shout, "Holy shit!" Literally, it was a shocker to see Brock Lesnar at the end of SummerSlam and to come out, and yet just him and Cena. And Cena always said his greatest rival was Brock Lesnar, and to see those two go at it maybe one last time, it's gonna be extraordinary. And for where this may go, maybe Crown Jewel, or who knows where this match is gonna happen. It's gonna happen because after all, if anyone's gonna have one last, Cena's got 4 months left before he ends his tour, and what better way to end it by having one more matchup against Brock Lesnar? And Brock Lesnar comes in and F5s Cena, ending SummerSlam with a cliffhanger, knowing that the next matchup that Cena's got to deal with has to be the Beast himself, Brock Lesnar. But yeah, guys, Brock Lesnar is back in WWE, and man, like I said, this main event ended better than last night's main event. You know, that too was a shocker to see Seth Rollins return, pull a swerve and cash in and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. But yes, guys, Cody Rhodes is now WWE Champion. But wow, and Brock Lesnar is back, and he's definitely, guys, target set on John Cena. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below on what you think of SummerSlam 2025 from New Jersey, the first ever 2-night event. And as well, for those that didn't see last night, my aftermath for night 1, I announced the winner of the belt giveaway, and the winner was Pez. And so far, I'm still waiting for his reaction. I'm still waiting for his response. After all, guys, I did a live stream today as well. Still didn't get no word from him there, and I hope I get a word from him here or from my last video. But guys, to those that are entering for the contest, just let it be known. Pez, if you watch my videos, if you're a subscriber, after all, you were subscribed to me when I got to 600. If you're watching this video, please try to contact me any way possible, especially from my social medias, like X at DMTombstone96, and on Instagram at Damien96. Remember to try to contact me anytime you can, so you can claim your prize, and we can negotiate on what type of version you want for your homemade belt. Because then I'm gonna have to make the belt. And it's between either you want it to be the block logoed, red strapped light heavyweight belt, or a black strap scratch logo belt, or a mixture of both, or your custom version of this, whatever you want. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here for this. So guys, that was the aftermath for night 2 at 2025 SummerSlam. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like on this video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe too if you haven't subscribed already, guys. I'm already up to 730 some subscribers. Let's try to get up to there to 800. Because once I'm done with giving away the 700 subscriber belt, my next goal to do is to 800, guys. And it's because of people like you, I like to keep this going. And knowing when I reach my goal of 1,000, I want to do something special with that. And it's not just about giving away homemade belts. I'm going to probably think about this. What do you guys think? Tell me. If I get to 1,000, should I give away either a belt that I get from a real belt, like a replica or even a bootleg belt? Because I was thinking about getting a belt that would replace my WCW TV title, because that one's not that good for me. But I'm willing to give that one away once I reach 1,000 if I haven't replaced it yet, or given it to somebody else. But anyway, that's what, guys, let me know in the comment section below if I should start doing that. Start giving away belts from belt makers that send me belts. But anyway, yeah, so like, share, subscribe, comment below. Shout out to my friends like Dex from I Am Dex TV, or now he goes by Dex. He does live streams also related to music, but he does a brand new chat stream that involves with wrestling called Wrestle Chat. I'm trying to hit him up on that and find out about that. But as well, shout out to my friend Steven Hammer, Stephen Hammer. He too does belt related videos. Anyway, I'm Dan Tombstone Belts, and for yeah, see you guys in the next video, or possibly on the live stream, which will be next Saturday or Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.